All right, it is arm day. Um, yeah, so it's arm day. I'm gonna get a sick nasty pump out of some arms today. Uh, we got our meals in and everything like that, well rested, so should be a pretty good arm pump today. I think we're gonna start off like usual with shoulders. I always like to start off my arm days with shoulders. Um, I don't know why. I just do. I prefer it more because of like I'm doing arms and let's say which I've done in the past, where I start off with biceps, right? And I hit my biceps, I get them fully pumped up, and then I go do triceps, and then I hop into shoulders. I kind of, when I'm doing shoulders, get less weight out of it in a sense, because like my biceps and my triceps, my accessory muscles for pushing and everything like that, they're already tired. You know, they've already been worked and everything like that, so I don't get to push as much weight as I want to around when I'm doing shoulders. Um, if I do it that way. So I've always started off after like I figured that out with my own body type, which everybody's different. Everybody's workout like routines and whatever is all different. But for me, it works with always starting out with shoulders, right? So because if I'm shoulder pressing, right, and my biceps are pumped, I'm not going to be able to get full range of motion, right? If I got a good pump in my bicep and I'm going down, right, my biceps are going to be pumped, and I'm not going to be able to go down all the way, right? And if I already got a pump in my triceps, I'm not going to be able to push as much weight because it's an accessory muscle. So, when you're pressing for your shoulders, no, the same thing goes for chest, right? If I hit triceps and completely burn out my triceps, and then decide to go do chest afterwards, I'm not going to have that accessory muscle to help me push more weight that I could load onto my chest that could help me grow. And that's always the way I've thought about it. But, you know, overall, I figured out that, hitting shoulders on my arm days before I work out is the best thing for me personally. So we'll start off with some shoulders like usual. We'll do shoulder press. And then go into some lateral raises like usual. I might do lateral raises and superset it with rear delt flies today. Um, so that way I don't do lateral raises and then, go do a whole workout and then go back and do rear delts. Kind of just get the full shoulder pumped up in a way. So, and then we'll finish off with lateral raises, of course, for spamming lateral raises to help our shoulders grow. Because that's what's really going to make our shoulders grow is just spamming lateral raises. So, overall, I would say, you know, we're going to get a good pump today. So we'll start off with shoulder press. We might do barbell. I know last time I talked about it, I kind of wanted to get back into barbell, but if I do, then I'm not going to be able to push as much weight. So depending on how I'm feeling during my warm up, we'll decide if I'm doing barbell or not. But if not, then it's okay. I would like to be able to load up more weight on barbell, which I'd have to work up to again compared to Smith machine. Where Smith machine I can load 225 and hit it for 6 reps compared to barbell. So I might start pushing barbell again today and just do high reps, low weight, like 135. Do it for 12 to 15 reps for 3 sets. I might do that. I don't really know yet. I'll decide once I get through the warm up. But start off with shoulder press, go into lateral raises, probably superset that with rear delt flies, and then go do our biceps and then our triceps, and then finish off with lateral raises. Um, so overall, we should get a pretty good pump today at our arm day. Um, this is kind of, I would say arm day is my longest day when it comes to working out because I'm doing at least 2 workouts per muscle group. So at least 2 for shoulders or 3 for shoulders because we got to hit, the front delt, the side delt, and the rear delt. So we got to hit all 3 heads of our deltoids. So at least 3 for that, and then at least 2 bicep movements and then 2 triceps movements. So it's the longest day for me when it comes to working out, which is arm day. But I love hitting arms at this gym. So overall, I think we should get a good pump today out of everything. I'm feeling pretty good. My elbows are feeling pretty good. My shoulders are feeling pretty good. and everything. So yeah, I'll see you guys on either barbell shoulder press or Smith machine shoulder press, one of the two. Haven't decided, but yeah, I'll see you guys when we start and I get warmed up. Okay, I'm gonna do some barbell press today. Um, we're just gonna do 135. Stick to lightweight, high reps. Try to get as many reps as we can. Pushing for 12 to 15. So hopefully we hit around that rep range. The first two sets. After that, really just gonna go to failure every single rep, every single set. We're gonna do 3 sets, and then we'll go do some lateral raises after and superset those with rear delt flies. So let's go ahead and get this first set in of shoulder press and see how it is moving in total. We get 2 more sets of this. Just feel pretty good. All right, do some lateral raises, like 3 sets of these, and then go into rear delts. It's kind of tricky. I want to do superset, but I can't technically. Like I won't really work my rear delts if I do superset. So we're just gonna throw around 25s for a high amount of reps on these lateral raises. But if I was to do rear delts with it, then I would have to get new dumbbells and everything, and I don't feel like cluttering up this area. So just do 3 sets of lateral raises and then do rear delts afterwards. But yeah, let's go ahead and get this first set in, and I'll go from there. All right, 2 more sets. All right, do some rear delts. That's 2 more sets. Do some biceps. Okie dokie, artichoke. Um, do these like incline spider curls on this side bench, like I usually do. This will be our first bicep movement. I think we're not going to do hammer curls or normal dumbbell curls today. I think we're going to do this. And then it's another machine that I've never used in here before, but I saw it the other day. I was like, I wanted to try it out for biceps. So we'll try that out, and then we'll do the curl bar for biceps today. We'll do 3 sets on this machine, get a nice squeeze out of it. Start off with our weaker arm, and as many reps as we get on our weaker arm, we'll match on our strong arm, right? Because we want to keep that muscle balance in a sense. So, you know, go ahead and start off with this bicep work and get this nasty pumping. Do 2 more sets of this. Yeah, 25. Let's do something else. All right, gonna do some curls on this machine. I've never really used this machine before, so we'll throw 90 pounds around on it because 80 pounds is feeling a little bit too light. So 90 pounds is still too light. We'll make it 8 to 10 reps on both arms. Then, I'll up the weight to probably 100 pounds. But overall, I think this machine is going to give us a good pump. So we'll probably do 2 to 3 sets on this, and then go do curls on a curl bar for the last movement of biceps. So let's go ahead and get this first set in and see what we do from there. I'll say at 90 pounds. All right, do one more set. Let's go do some curls with a crowbar. All right, gonna do some curls, some normal curls with a crowbar. Probably do this for maybe 2, 3 sets. Kind of see how it feels with 35 on each side. Try to get 8 to 10 reps, most likely. But yeah, let's go ahead and get this first set in. See how we're feeling. Do 2 more sets. Take this 10 off. Just do 25 for last set. go do some triceps. Do 3 sets, just throw around a full stack, and then we'll go do some seated dips and some lateral raises and call it a day. We'll just do 3 sets to failure on this. Get a nice squeeze at the bottom, control the weight, go to failure every single set. So let's go ahead and get this first set in. We can kind of get up on out of here. Do 2 more sets. One more set. So there's some seated dips. Throw around 2 plates and a quarter and some seated dips and 2 sets. And we'll call it a day for triceps. We'll go finish off with some lateral raises on the Dynabody. And we'll probably call that our arm day. Yeah, let's go ahead and get this first set in and go from there. Just gonna do 2 sets on this, so not too many. But just get a failure on this. We'll get some music going. Do 1 more set. Call it a day for triceps. Let's go finish off with the Dynabody. All right, gonna finish off 2 sets. Just throw around a plate and a quarter on this Dynabody. Go to failure on each set, and just get a nice last little pump out of our side delts for these last sets. So I'll go ahead, get some music going, and get started on this first set so we can get up on out of here. One more set. Alright, still check out the pump. Righty. Arm day is complete. Arms are feeling pretty pumped up right now and pretty dead, right? I know I got a good pump because I can't touch my shoulder. No matter how hard I try, I can't touch it. So overall, I'd say arm day is complete, right? So go ahead and run through some poses real quick. And yeah, get up on out of here. I think the lighting is better over here, honestly. Let's see if that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Looking pretty juicy right now. Hit a side chest real quick. I'd say overall, got a pretty good pump going right now. But that was arm day. So I'm gonna go ahead and get up on out of here because my phone is dying. So I'm gonna get up on out of here. Tomorrow will be chest. So I'll see you guys. We're hitting chest tomorrow. But I'm gonna get up on out here and go smack some food down my mouth and relax with my dog. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. We're destroying our chest.